Hello and welcome to another Becky's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. I forgot what I was going to say. So today, from Adventure Beer Company, yes, I always call it adventurebeer.com, but it's actually .co.uk. Even I can get it wrong. No one's perfect in this world. So today is day one of their advent calendar. And if you read the description, on the description, I will not divulge, not until about 10-11 p.m. tonight, what the actual review is. I'm just putting day one and day two going forward for the 24 days. But 10 p.m. around about 10 p.m. each night. It's fair play for me to put actually what the beer is and do a bit of a description and whatnot. So if you're watching this review, it's like, what's he reviewing? I have no idea. So I can't do any background information at all. So it's like I'm doing 2 reviews a night, unless I feel like I can do 3 and get away with doing 3, especially at a weekend. I've already done the low cost beer. So my other favourite company, I've got 2 true favourite companies, for different reasons as well. So the Advent Calendar. Let's open up door number 1. Right. And it's like Christmas. Advent calendars are awesome. They're a brilliant idea. I, as an adult, as 49 years old, might look older, that's grey hair for you. But as an adult, I love the idea of Advent calendars. Much like kids with chocolates, the ability to not know what you're getting. It's like Christmas. Every day is like Christmas. And I'm the age I am, but I love not knowing Christmas presents. So, day 1 is, oh dear, how the hell did they get him in the box? Flipping out. What a classic for day 1. So, I am a massive Butterscotch beer fan. And this is Lincoln Green Brewery. And like all breweries, they really are going through some very, very severe times, very frightening times for breweries up and down the country and pubs. And I tell you what, I will be drinking more in pubs. Once coronavirus is over, we, as a couple, will be going more to pubs and eating out more and doing, in our way, our best to support. I try and support breweries up and down the country as I do by buying their beers from shops and from, wherever I can. But what a beer! Whoa! It's like the bloke who runs Adventure Beer knows what my favourite beer is. Butterscotch Ale. Now, I've been to Harry Potter World in Universal Orlando and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in London. Both amazing places. And you've got a butterscotch beer there, butterbeer as they call it. And it's not alcoholic. So, it kind of kills you that it's not alcoholic. So it's like, oh God, I'd love to try that. But an alcoholic version. And 2013 was the last time I went to America, sadly. And I think it was about 2015 or 16, I went to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And I so wanted a butterscotch beer. And then one night, a few of us went to the Little John and Robin Hood pub in Arnold. And on the bar, there's a butterscotch flavoured beer. And I've already drank this many, many times. And it is an absolute classic. And now the good fellows at Lincoln Green actually deliver it nationwide, as does Adventure Beer as well. Let's dive in, eh? Oh, Merry Christmas. Can't fault it. Pleased as punch. In a nice looking bottle as well. So if you don't know about Adventure Beer specialise in beers from mostly East Midlands breweries. Not all of them. God, there's more breweries than you can imagine. If you're someone who thinks Castle Rock Brewery, which is a big brewery in Nottingham, is the only one, you'll be gobsmacked to know how many there are these days. So nice dark pour, near on black, with a white head. We'll put the bottle there so that you can see it, but it's not too close to the camera. Butterscotch on the nose. Oh, it's heavenly. I've got to be honest. Absolutely love butterscotch. So to me it's like a dark porter, but with stout added to it. Sorry, it's like a dark porter beer, but with the butterscotch flavouring. And the butterscotch is the right, it's the right. It's not overly strong, but it's the right amount in. Some beers can do things go over, and I would always put too much in. If I was doing the flavouring, I'd always go too much. But this is done correctly. 5.5%. I could talk about it all day long. Best enjoyed warm, but obviously I'm in the beer room. I haven't got a clue what each day is. And if you've read the description, I will not post what the beer is until at least 10 o'clock that night, to give everybody a chance to drink the beer themselves and then have a watch the review and see if they agree with it, or even watch the review and open the beer at the same time as me. And that's why I've done these reviews. I've gone live, so if someone's there at home, and I've tried to do them from about 5 o'clock each night. I will be a bit more organised tomorrow, because I'm back at work tomorrow, so I've been off today. But from tomorrow, around about 5 o'clock-ish till 6, I'll do 2 reviews each night, and I won't be letting anybody know what the beer is beforehand. So if you've bought any of the 2 beer kits that I'm doing, then you won't know until you've started watching the review, unless you're watching it live, obviously. Now, Lincoln Green Brewery, like most breweries, suffering massively at the moment. Not being able. If you've got to pay bills but you can't sell products, it's going to be a struggle. Luckily, they've adapted, and they've now got their own website selling beers. So at least, and their beers are in Co-op, Adventure Beer, obviously the people whose advent calendar I'm reviewing, they sell them for them as well. And it's a great, for me, the working model is great, because Lincoln Green, it's not like they're selling to a rival. Adventure Beers are actually selling Lincoln Green and other East Midlands Beers products. So it's like a real nice relationship going off. And as a fan of beers, it's great, because I don't have to go to every individual brewery to pick up the beers. You can go to Adventure Beer and get beers from all the different breweries. You're still helping them breweries, and you're helping Adventure Beer as well. So lots of people get help. But Lincoln Green, like a lot of companies, a lot of the smaller companies, have adapted and changed. They didn't have an online shop before. They now have got an online shop. So now they can sell their product online, and at least get some money to pay bills and keep people going. I mean, furlough's all well and good. I mean, I've been furloughed this month for part of the month, but furlough's all well and good, but you've still got to pay for the electricity and rates and whatnot. And obviously, if you're not earning money, you can't pay. We've all got bills, so we all understand that money's got to come in to pay the bills. And my heart goes out to a lot of people around the UK, because a lot of people who are in intolerable conditions have had to change jobs. I mean, I changed the job in the middle of a pandemic, and I got lucky. I got lucky to go to a brilliant job. But I actually work in hospitality as well. I actually work for a mini hotel chain that are doing weddings now, predominantly weddings and events, rather than being a bed and breakfast / restaurant / weddings. And like everybody in hospitality, it is tough. I've took over gardens that I'm looking after, and the cost, apart from paying my wages, the cost of the gardens is actually very much nil, because the plants I'm growing myself and giving them away because it's all helped my job. But anyway, back to these fellas, Lincoln Green Brewery. If ever we can get them to release all their range into bottles or some sort of draft that can be delivered around the country, they've got an amazing range of beers. If you ever type into go on to obviously my YouTube channel and tap in Lincoln Green Brewery reviews, or even do it on Google, Lincoln Green Brewery reviews, and it should come up with a load of them. And the amount of beers from across the range, some absolute barnstorming beers. I've just reviewed one which was an 8.5% old ale, old new strong ale, or whatever it was, fire damp, and that was a cracker. And they've got a cherry stouts, all sorts of beers. Tuck is an amazing beer. But anyway, 11 minutes in, better get on with the review, haven't I? As always, for everybody who watches my reviews normally, you'll know that I rattle. Normally. So this is a beer that is good chilled, but for me, the sweet temperature is room temperature. Don't get me wrong, it tastes amazing chilled, but at room temperature, I think that's the sweet spot. About 20 degrees, you know, in your front room, bit of Christmas TV. It's not a Christmas beer, but I'll tell you what, if they marketed it as a Christmas beer, imagine that, Buttermuch at Christmas. With a slightly stronger ABV, about 7%, and in a festive bottle. Oh dear. Yeah, I think they ought to sell it to bloody Universal Orlando, I do, as the alcoholic version of Buttermuch, of the butterbeer, because I think it would sell massively. I could just walk around the Universal Orlando with one of these in my hand. Oh, bless you. So, £75 for the box, all local. So really, you know, you're basically helping all local breweries out, and it's an amazing thing. You know, you're not giving it to some big supermarket who don't care monkeys really if you buy or not. You're giving it to companies that are all, you know, all clubbing together to work together to move forward in times of coronavirus. So the adventure beer model is an amazing idea. You imagine this replicated up and down the country. So I live in Nottingham, but imagine if you went to Liverpool and you could order from a Liverpool-based version of adventure beer, or a Manchester-based, or a London-based, and did the same sort of thing. The only problem is you'd have that many beer advent calendars, you never get to drink them all. Yeah, you'd be pissed as a fart all the time. There you go. It's not a bad idea, is it? As long as you're not driving, obviously. Oh, absolutely gorgeous butterscotch. And the bloke who runs it, he's on Facebook a lot, and he's ever so funny and witty. And their brewery shop in Hucknall in Nottinghamshire is a great place to go to, good place to get your bargain beers. And so this took Archer, Sherwood, oh bloody hell, Joseph Keller's chocolate stout, fire damp, oh, Hood, did I say Hood? Yeah, loads of different beers they make. And if you ever come down to Nottingham, and there's a place in Arnold called Little John and Robin Hood, that is a truly brilliant pub to go into. They have at least 20 different beers. They have some amazing amounts of beers. And, not like some of your Green King pubs where there's like two real ales and, well, if you can call them real ales, 2 real ales, and then, it's all lager. These are proper decent pubs. You can take your dog in, and they even sell dog beer. I walked in and look, there's dogs there, all the dogs together. You go stroke people's dogs, have some fun. And nice warm pubs. And then I looked on the bar and I thought, dog beer? And I thought, is that for people or dogs? And it was actually for dogs. And took the beer home, cracked it open for the dog, Flipping loved it. I think it was all the malt inside of the beer. So obviously it's not alcoholic. You can't get your dog's pissed on it, but yeah, it's all alcohol free. But yeah, dog beer. Yeah, made me chuckle anyway. I had to buy a bottle just for the crack. So, gotta say, what a cracking day one beer. And with all these future beer reviews, and I will mention it on the channel, and that I won't be mentioning on YouTube itself what beer it is until about 10 o'clock in that night, and then update it with the actual what it is that I'm reviewing, and you know, what brewery and all that gubbins. It'll be just Adventure Beer Advent Calendar day 1, day 2, until about 10 o'clock each night. It's fair plays that way, because if you're going on, you don't want me spoiling your fun. Otherwise, you won't want to watch YouTube. And that's the problem a lot of times. The fun's spoiled before you even get a chance to, you know, indulge yourself. And it's weird doing live reviews and actual live reviews, not letting anybody comment. So I do apologise to those watching who want to comment but can't comment, because yeah, I've turned it off. So if you're fans of Harry Potter out there and you love their butterbeer, this is an amazing beer to get. It's not truly the same as butterbeer, but obviously it's like an adult version. But for me, you know, my wife bought me a 9-pint box of this one Christmas, and I had 2 days. You have about 2 or 3 days to drink it. It didn't last 2 days, and so easily drinkable, so good at room temperature. Oh, all about the butterscotch, malty butterscotch, and truly divine day one beer. Well played to Ant, who runs Adventure Beer. A good choice for day one. Just sets the ball rolling and gives the anticipation of what's coming next. You know, I mean, he's got probably 30 breweries to choose from, and choosing the right type of beers, combinations of beers, and that. And it's interesting, isn't it? If you think about if you ran your own company and you was putting Advent beers in an Advent calendar, what would you put in? Obviously, your best beer you'd save till the 24th, but you'd want to start off strong. Have days where you're going for a lighter beer, then a stronger beer, vary different types, golden ales, pale ales, craft beers, and that, and chuck the odd Christmas beer in, and it's so, you know, getting that all in your head and getting that on down, so very interesting. And fair play, both these Advent calendars today have delivered very well. 2 strong beers, and at 19 minutes in, wow, I've rattled. So I don't know if these are still on sale, but this was 75 quid. But you did get beer mats. So yeah, some beer mats there that I got. Got the glass, Adventure Beer glass. There you go, nice glass. Quite thick as well. Sometimes these glasses are a bit weak, and then they go to bits in your dishwasher. And got a nice little tin opener as well, with branding as well. So that'll come in handy for future beer reviews. And certainly the 24 that are in this box. So, all about the butterscotch. Butterscotch throughout. If you love butterscotch, you're going to be in heaven. If you love caramel, but to be honest, if you're a fan of dark beers, you will not be. You will love this beer. A true classic. One of my absolute favourites. Day one of the Advent calendars is coming live in a few minutes. Raggy's Beers, Wines and Reviews posted. Bloody YouTube's crapping it. But yeah, that's it telling me that my review's coming live and I'm already doing it. I don't know. Wazox. But yeah, a true classic of a beer. I don't know what options are on the website for it, but Yeah, there's the bottle. Get it a bit closer to the camera. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I think one of the top 2 beers from Lincoln Green, but they do some amazing beers. Put me back on camera. Yeah, they do some amazing beers, especially if if you're a local pub when they actually reopen. And this is a beer well worth stocking, and they're a good company to work with as well. So out of 5, immense butterscotch on the nose, immense butterscotch on the taste, delicious throughout, beautiful, either chilled or warm. But I would say room temperature is king here. Need a shave as well, and an haircut, but let's not go down that road. Yeah, beautiful at both temperatures, so damn drinkable. A true iconic beer. And they're Nottinghamshire based as well, so even better. Yeah, can't fault the stuff from Nottingham. I'm proud of where I live, well, to a degree at least, Out of 5, then, for me, absolute classic. 4.6 out of 5. Even better, it's good on draft as well, amazing on draft, but it comes through beautiful in the bottle. Spot on. And a great day 1 for the Advent calendar. Well impressed. And that's it. Oh God, my arm's killing me. And that's it for this beer review. Thanks for watching, and everything will be updated later. And if you have watched this and you have got the same calendar, please let me know, and comment and let me know what you think about it, because obviously none of us are the same. We all like beers and we don't like beers. Not all beers are going to be to our taste. So, we're all very different, aren't we? God, I'm glad we're not all the same. Could you imagine 6 billion Donald Trumps? Fucking hell. It don't bode well, does it? Thanks for watching. See you soon.